Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. David Hodge. Well, today's topic is the abomination of desolation is ongoing. Brothers and sisters, the abomination of desolation is going on as we speak. It's taking place in the Middle East, just as was shared in Scripture. It's happening right now, brothers and sisters, which will affect you. It's going to affect you, brothers and sisters. It's going to take us into a time of unprecedented trouble. And our people are not aware. But that's purposely done, brothers and sisters. This is a sign for you. What's taking place in Gaza by the hands of Satan is a sign for our people, a warning, because they're going to attack you for what's taking place over there. Because they set that up. They set them people up, false Israel up, to counter our claim as being the true seed of Abraham. And what they're doing, they're going to reap what they sow. They're going to reap what they sow, brothers and sisters. They're killing women and children. They're blowing up women and children. And it's ongoing. So if you have not seen it, brothers and sisters, this is what it looks like. This is what's currently taking place right now. This is the abomination of desolation, which they cannot speak to because this will crumble their entire reality. Completely shut it down. Expose them for being monsters. All of them. And false Israel is being Satan, which tells you in Revelation chapters 2, 3, verse 9, they're Satan. It says nothing good about them. It says not one of them good, not one of them righteous, not one of them. It says that their father's the devil. And now their actions speak louder than words, brothers and sisters. Look what they're doing. Look what they're doing. It is like the works of saints. It is like people that you would think were holier than thou, pure, holy. No, they've been pretending, masquerading as an angel of light. It said Satan would masquerade as an angel of light. But he was Satan, the God of this world, who these devils worship, who they help, aid, and assist. And that's why they can't speak to this, because that means that they're abomination. They're not supposed to be sitting over there. They said they'd be removed. They tell you in 7 churches, in the church of Ephesus, it says, I'm going to remove them out of the place that they're in. That's what the God said he would do, right? And we're in that time now. You see, with the Messiah, the Mahdi, Jesus is supposed to come back, right? That narrative with the rapture, right? So they can't talk to that because it's flip flop. Jerusalem supposed to be false Israel, right? He's supposed to come back to save them, but they're not. You see? And the narrative was that the Palestinians, the Philistines, were supposed to be attacking them, right? Attacking God's people, so-called people, which is supposed to be false Israel, right? But it's the opposite way around. See, that flip-flop scripture, they can't have that come out, because that means now that God's on their side. He's on the other side. And that means that false Israel is Satan, and they're enemies of God. And that means everybody helping them is enemies of God. America, Britain, House of Side, all of them. You see? And that would completely change this whole scenario. You see? Which they can't have that. They can't have that out. You see? So that's why they're going to attack you, brothers and sisters, because when they see this was a sign. This was a sign that all hell is going to break loose. This is a sign that the Revelations, we're in all books, Revelations, Apocalypse, is about to go off, about to take place. Armageddon, all these things that you see in the Bible, this thing's about to roll into action. And this is the sign This will be the greatest sign in history given to a people. And it's so clear, nobody, and they can't even see it. They can't even speak to it. And if they do see it, they can't speak to it because it's gonna, brothers and sisters, they can't talk about this. They'll be shooting themselves in the foot. You see? So every pastor, every preacher, every so-called woke folk, everybody that claim they directly connected to God, they a damn lie because they be shouting this out. They be telling about the abomination of desolation. You see? Because this is what's happening right now. This is the greatest sign in history that God could give you if He's gonna talk to you because your people gonna be in danger. You see? So they be telling you. You see? But they're not. Because they're not Daniel the prophet. They're not the messenger of the covenant. They're not Suleiman. They're not the one that was gonna come break the seals. So you see, you had to be able to break the seals. That's Revelations. Tell you that only one can do it. So where the hell everybody coming from saying that they the ones that do it? They can prophesy and all this. You had to be certified by the Lamb. So, but none of these people are the Lamb. But they're talking about stuff they don't know about, which comes with that comes with consequence. You see. Well, either way it goes, brothers. This is the abomination of desolation taking place right now, and it says, therefore, when you see the abomination of desolation, which was spoken of through Daniel the prophet, standing in the holy place. Daniel the prophet, Suleiman, messenger of the covenant, standing in the holy place, Jerusalem. You see, Jerusalem is the capital of what? False Israel. It said, let the reader understand what? That all hell is about to break loose. That false Israel is about to be destroyed. It said, when you see this, it says, flee, 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 flee. Because they're about to be destroyed. Same as when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, it says flee. You see? When you see them, they're about to be destroyed. When you see Jerusalem surrounded by army, it says their destruction is near. So that's why I'm saying flee, flee, flee. Because that's not supposed to happen. That's an abomination. Just like them. See? They're not supposed to be there. They're about to be removed. Just like it's explained in the Seven Churches book. In chapter 2. The first church will tell you they're going to be removed. That's God speaking. And then that's what's going to happen. You see? And it says, when you see that, when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, when you see false Israel surrounded by armies, know that their destruction is near. That's not supposed to happen. Like I said, it's an abomination. Because when it said when God placed them in their land, they're not to be uprooted or removed. So if that happens, what does that mean? That means they're not who they claim to be. And then now it's clear. It's clear what's taking place. It's clear that they were set up to counter our claim. And damn it, that means that goes back to when the messenger said what he said. Now it means that the original black men and women of America is God's chosen people. Boom! Explosion. They're gonna go insane because that's the whole reality is set up around the idea that false Israel is the true seed of Abraham. So if that's exposed, boom, they're exposed. You see? Now they're wicked, they're evil, they tormented God's people 400 plus years. That's judgment. Consequence. Wrath, you see, wrath. Vengeance. You see? Everything they feared. That we come back. You see? That we'll get vengeance. But brothers and sisters, what you see taking place is supposed to be a warning sign to our people. To flee. That's what I was getting to. To flee, 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 flee. Flee where? Flee to the inner cities. If you're in the suburbs, you're in trouble. If you're in the devil's community, neighborhood, you're in trouble. If you're sleeping in bed with them, you're really in trouble. You see? So you gotta get the hell away from them because they're gonna kill you. That's the whole point. Once they see the sign, the false is about to go down, they gotta make a move quick. Quick. They gotta be fast, quick. They can't allow you to rise up. That's their destruction. They can't allow you to get your mind back. That's their destruction. If you see these things the way we see it, what's really going on? That's your mind. That's your right mind. That's your God mind. That wakes you up. That puts you in the right direction, which they don't want. They trying to keep you within the programming, keep you programmed, keep y'all dismantled and beat up and psychologically terrorized with fear, hell. When hell don't exist, it's on earth, and we in hell now, and they about to be in hell once you get a grip of your mind. It says, "Do unto them as was done to you," which is exactly what they feared. That we'll do what they did to them. We'll do it back to them, which they oppose their mind on you. You see? Sealed Bible. The Bible was sealed, right? And that was their guidance. And they opposed it on you, which justified their abuse and their mistreatment of you and their torment and misery that they put on you, that they'll oppress you with. And now it's about to come to an end. It's over with. Now it's your turn. You see? Now we got the unsealed scriptures, the Injil, your mind. And we oppose on them. You see? Which is destructive to them. That's why they can't let this message get out, because if it get out, then that means that their reality is done. They can't allow that to happen because why? They love their reality. Their time is up. They don't give a damn. We need an extension. You see? And then not only on top of that, they never wanted to reap what they sowed. They said they had no fear of God before their eyes. They had no fear of consequence. They said none of them understood. They didn't understand. They can't understand. You see? Because they're wicked, sick, twisted. They're out of sync with our reality, trying to destroy it. You see? That's why they gotta go. They gotta go. And they're trying to take out the people who brought them into existence. Are you nuts? Exactly what they are. Psychopaths and sociopaths. Sick, twisted individuals. You see? But they try to make it seem like it's us. But that's they demon children. I'm getting off topic, but the demon, well, that's on topic because the demons is in the way. They're the ones claiming to be us. Right, so you got false Israel claiming to be us. You got demons who look like us, wolves in sheep clothing, massive black-faced children from the rape of the black woman. From my experience, which was the worst experience in history, the Holocaust. It was unimaginable. They did unimaginable things to us. You couldn't even fathom it. You ever seen a human centipede? Where they stitch your butt to another slave's butt and have them defecate until you die and don't unstitch you? So if you're living with shit in your mouth until you die, and you got Farrakhan telling you to hold hands with your enemy, love your enemy, forget your enemy. Because he's a damn son of a devil. His father's he's a Portuguese Jew. He's one of these damn people that's destroying the Palestinians. You see? That's why he don't speak about it. He ain't telling you about it because he can't. And crush his whole reality, crush who he is. He can't go against them. And anyway, they already blew his insides up. He know not to play with them. They run him. He's an FBI informant. He's owned by all parties. He's a coward and a punk. You see? Who was sitting in his seat, sitting in God's temple, claiming to be the Almighty, claiming to be big God, claiming to be Jesus, claiming to be Messiah, but in a damn wheelchair, sitting and pissing in the back. I'm done, you know. Ooh-wee. Brothers and sisters. Either way it go, he's being crushed. He's being crushed by the messenger of the covenant, who is attacking him. He said that's what he would do. Attack him with his words. Take him down. Destroy him with the brightness of his coming. He's on his way. Destroy him. You see? So, because he called him out, telling him who he is. You see? Then he told us who he was. Showed us the proof. Now we can prove it. You see? which makes it even worse for him. And he's crying. You see? He's, stop tormenting me. Stop tormenting me. Stop telling people who I am. Stop talking about me. Stop ruining my credibility. Stop. You see? Crying out, please. Stop. Stop tormenting me. You see? That's why they get on there every Sunday and don't tell you jack. They just try to lift his name up, which that's not what you're supposed to do. That's because they're losing members. They're drying up. You see, they're on to him. You see, so he's trying to build his credibility. He's trying to say, do all these things and have you believe in him and believe in me. I'm the way and this and that, and holding on to him as if he's gonna get you home. But he said you're not going anywhere, which is totally against God, totally against what he said. He said we going home. He said we get the hell out of here. He said you'd be a fool to stay in the land of your imprisonment. But he tell you you're staying here. Reparations, this, that, this, and the other. We said you'd be a fool to accept that too. Cancel your covenant. Cancel your ride home. You see? You worked this damn hard to sell out. You see? It was okay somebody raped, murdered your mother, your father, your grandfather, your grandmother, your children, your wife, all the above, and you take blood money, you take a little BMW or take a little Audi, whatever you gonna, get your little raggedy little house on some raggedy land that ain't got no topsoil, can't even grow no food, gotta import, gotta get topsoil from other countries, because this is the worst part of the planet. You see? However, brothers and sisters, this is the message. This is the sign. This is what's taking place. Right now, brothers and sisters, this is what's going down. The abomination of desolation. Which this is clearly showing exactly who false Israel is, which is Satan. That's what it's showing. Actions speak loud in words. It says, know a tree by the fruit it bears. Know them by their works. And look what they're doing. They're doing abomination, desolation. They are an abomination who are causing desolation on the people of Gaza. You see? Abominable. You see? The uprising of Hamas, the Palestinians, is being suppressed, is being put down by false Israel with abominable cruelty. This abominable act of cruelty and destruction is causing moral revulsion, hatred, disgust, you see, towards false Israel, the Jewish community, the Jewish people, Jews in general, you see, causing it to skyrocket, to increase astronomically. See? Anti-Semitism. You see? It's only going to get worse. You see? So false Israel, what you see is taking place, they inherit what they say they do. Look what they're doing. Look how many individuals have died, been injured. You see? So they're setting up their own destruction, setting up their own bed. Everything that they're doing is about to backfire. You see? Killing women and children, blowing up women and children, starving and dehydrating women and children, preventing them from aid, bombing and blowing up their homes, schools, worshiping centers, hospitals, and infrastructures. You see? Supposed to be God's people, right? Good people. But look at their actions. Satan. You see? They're committing the act of genocide, the works of Satan. It's clear, brothers and sisters. Assassinating and destroying the Palestinian people, which all these parties, like America, are backing up. They're fully supporting and they're responsible for this act of great cruelty, brothers and sisters. 40,000 plus people have been killed. More than 90,000 and counting has been wounded. And the attacks is constantly coming. Bombs, shells, missiles. You see? Exchanging fire and explosions, which have damaged their housing more than 50%, brothers and sisters. And more than 500,000 students cannot return to school. You see? disrupting their learning curriculums. This conflict has devastated their population. You see? By more than 70% of the population has been displaced, shifted multiple times. You see? And they're in need of aid, assistance. You see, resources. So this conflict is stopping that. And they're suffering more than 2 million and counting. And half of them is children who don't have clean water, food, vital medical services, stuff that they need like anybody else need. You get it? You need it. Your family need it. And they're not getting it. You see? Because there's so much going on. It's restricted. The area is restricted. So it's hard to get in and out. You see? So that's making it hard for people to help, assist. So the shortage of food, fuel, and medicine, and equipment, and the aid staff, it's almost, it's hard for these things to get there. Because not only that, they threaten to eliminate anybody who tries to help. But you have countries ready to stand for this because they're sick of this crap. You see? So you got hundreds of thousands of people in Gaza that have been largely cut off from this aid entirely. So the insecurity of Gaza caused by this event makes it difficult for any aid agency to safely get the aid to affected populations, making it very difficult to assist and aid those in need. The danger has even reached the workers. More than 250 workers have been killed. This abomination of desolation, brothers and sisters, this abominable, cruel destruction of the Palestinians is proving that false Israel is monsters. Anyone helping is monsters. See? Pretending to be good people, angels. They're devils, wicked, evil, which is clear. You see? So, false Israel is an abomination that is causing desolation and destruction. False Israel, true colors are shining, brothers and sisters. And they will reap what they sow. With that being said, brothers and sisters, I'm going to bring this to a close. Thank you for listening to me. Assalamu alaikum.